Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we will be learning about ratios and proportions. Okay, so before we start this, let us try to know the definition of ratios and proportions. So what is a ratio? Here, the ratio of two quantities A and B in the same units is the fraction AB, and we write it as A is to B. Okay, so what this means in simple terms, let's say we have two numbers, right? Let's say 20 and the number is 30. If I say what is the ratio of 20 and 30, what we do is we will write it in the fractional form, like 20 by 30 here, and I know that I can divide both these numbers by 10, so this cancels and I cannot cancel it anymore, so the answer is 2 by 3. So I can write this in the ratio 2 is to 3. Okay, so this is the definition of ratios. Okay, so let us try to solve the first question here. Divide rupees 672 in the ratio 5 is to 3. So I have to divide this value in the ratio 5 is to 3. So I need to know what's the how much will this 5 and 3 ratios will be. Okay, so first of all, to find, let's say I'm taking this as A for A, and let's say this is for B. Okay, so the ratio of A and B is 5 is to 3, right? So first I will take the ratio of A, which is 5, okay, divided by the total ratio. Total ratio means the addition of these two, which is 5 plus 3, so you get n. So it means 5 out of 8 parts. Okay, and obviously the 3 part obviously will be left out after 5. So this multiplied by your value here, which is 672. Okay, if I calculate this part, I will get how much A is getting and how much B will get. Okay, so here 8 is a 64, 8 4 is a 32. I'm getting this, and then I just have to multiply this two. So 5 4 is a 20, 0 2 in hand, 5 is a 40, 42 is what I'm getting here. Now after this, I can do the same way for B, which is now the ratio of B is 3. So 3 out of the total, which is 8, okay, multiplied by your 672. Same thing, so 8 times, obviously we got it as 84, so here also we'll get the same thing, right? And then 3 4 is a 12, 2 1 in hand, and then 8 is a 24, 25, 2 52 is what I get for this one. Now this part for B, once you get the value of A, right, even without doing this step, okay, you can find out the value of B by just subtracting the total, which is 672. Okay, from the total, if I just subtract the value of A, I'll get my same answer. Okay, so that way also you can do, or you can do it the same way for both of them. So you always have this option. Whenever it's 2 or 3 numbers also, you can do the same way for this. Okay, let us try this question. Here, the question is, if A is to B is 5 is to 7 and B is to C is 6 is to 7, then A, B, C is. Okay, so we are supposed to find out the ratio of A, B, and C. Okay, so here they have first given me the ratio of A and B, which is 5 by 7. So I'll just write it here. A is to B, which is given as 5 is to 7. This is given, and then I've been given the ratio of B is to C, okay, which is 6 is to 11. Okay, now they're asking me to find the ratio of A, B, and C. Okay, so to do that, if you look at this ratio and this ratio, you can see that A is there, B is common between these two. Okay, so what we can do is, when I try to make the B same for both of them, I will get my ratio of A, B, and C. Now, if you look at the value of B here, this is 7 and this is 6. So obviously, this is not something which we can cut with any numbers. So basically, if I just multiply here with 6 and here with 7, 6 7s are 42 is what I'll get here. Same thing, 6 7s are 42. So this way, my value of B will be equal, right? Now, when I'm multiplying this with 6, I also have to multiply this number as well with 6. Okay, I cannot just multiply this two, make it same and leave it. Okay, no. So since I'm multiplying this number with 6, I have to multiply this also with 6. So this is 6 5s are 30. So I'll get this one. Here, this is already same thing here. Since I'm multiplying this with 7, I have to multiply this one also with 7. So if I do it here, I get 77. Now you can see 30, 40, the value of B is 42, which is same. So now I can write the ratio as 30 is to 42 is to 77. And this is your option number B. Okay. Now let's try one more question. This question. Okay, now this is a slightly different than the first one we did. Although we can solve this question also the same way I did for the previous one, I will use another method for this. Okay, now same thing as before. Here they've given me the ratio of A and B, right, which is 3 and 4, and you have been given the ratio of B and C, which is 8 and 9. Now here, instead of asking me the ratio of A, B and C, okay, here they have asked me the ratio of A and C. Okay, so for this, I can solve it the way which I did in the previous question, like this, okay, or I can just solve it for A and C. Okay, so the short way to do this is, I have been asked to find the ratio of A and C, which can be written in this form also. Now this one will be equal to the value of this 2, which can be written as 3 by 4, okay, multiplied by these two values, which is 8 by 9. Now the reason why I can do this for this very particular question is because they have given me the ratio of AB and BC, and they're only asking me about AC. They did not ask me the ratio of A, B and C. If they ask me the ratio of A, B and C, then I will have to solve this the way which I just did before. This question also can be solved the same way as this step, where I take the ratio of all three. But here, since they are only asking me about AC, I don't have to go to the trouble of trying to solve it the same way as before. Okay, so here what I can do is, I will just multiply the values of this, and then if you can cut, you can see 3 ones are 3, 3 3s are 9, 4 ones are 4, 4 2s are 8. So here the ratio of A and C is 2:3. Now, if you solve this question the same way as finding the ratio like this also, with all three of them, that also you can do. You will get the same ratios as 2 and 3 only. Okay, but when you have this option available, when they are not asking me about all the 3 ratios, then for just 2 ratios, I can always use this method to quickly get my answer. This is all for today's session. See you guys all in the next video.